It was the kind of television moment that felt like a collision between comedy, politics, and the strange cultural shadow Meghan Markle has managed to cast over every stage she touches. When news broke that Stephen Colbert's satirical Meghan Cringe, Season 2 skits had contributed to a wave of online outrage and pressure that ultimately pushed CBS to suspend the bit, and, by extension, silence Colbert on the subject, many were stunned. But what turned heads even more was Jon Stewart, Colbert's longtime friend and former Comedy Central colleague, breaking his own silence to weigh in. Stewart, now firmly back in the saddle at The Daily Show, delivered a response laced with both affection for Colbert and biting skepticism toward Meghan Markle's endless controversies. His comments, far from dismissive, struck a deeper cultural nerve. Why does every critique of Meghan Markle seem to end in manufactured outrage, censorship, or self-inflicted collapse? For Stewart, the cancellation was both personal and symbolic. Colbert's comedy has always been sharp and sometimes uncomfortable, Stewart said during Monday's Daily Show monologue. That's the job. If a joke about Meghan Markle leads to outrage, maybe the joke wasn't the problem. Maybe the reality she's created is what people are afraid to laugh at. With those words, Stewart set the tone. Meghan's name has become radioactive in American entertainment circles, not because she's untouchable, but because her presence is drenched in contradictions, hypocrisies, and staged grievances that no one dares puncture, except comics, who then find themselves under fire. What makes this clash so combustible is the track record. From the moment Meghan and Prince Harry staged their high-profile split from the royal family, their narrative has relied on grievance politics, claims of unfair treatment, race, and media cruelty, while simultaneously cashing in through multimillion-dollar deals, interviews, and brand spin-offs. Critics have long pointed out the contradictions, Meghan railing against the press while actively feeding it, or Harry bashing the monarchy while retaining his titles and privileges. Colbert's Meghan Cringe series leaned precisely into this hypocrisy, exaggerating Meghan's tendency to present herself as both victim and star, saint and celebrity. The biting parody resonated with audiences, especially those tired of what they see as Markle's self-serving reinvention tour. Season 1 of Colbert's parody was received with roars of laughter, but Season 2 struck a deeper nerve. It dared to lampoon Meghan's American rebrand strategy, from wine ventures and podcast flops to Hollywood red carpet appearances staged as royal statements. By pointing out the thinness of her activism and the performative aura of her speeches, Colbert turned Meghan into the butt of jokes she couldn't control. And in today's culture, losing control of your image is the one thing celebrities fear most. That's when the pressure campaigns began, social media brigades, influencer allies, and behind-the-scenes lobbying painting Colbert as obsessed, sexist, and racist for daring to poke fun at Markle. The fact that CBS folded under that pressure demonstrates, Stewart argued, not strength but cultural cowardice. Comedy is supposed to push buttons, Stewart continued. If Meghan Markle has become a sacred cow, then we've lost something. And if Colbert is punished for holding up a mirror, then we're all being told what we're not allowed to laugh at anymore. His comments drew massive applause in the studio, but also underscored a larger debate happening in entertainment. Are certain public figures manufacturing outrage as a shield against accountability? Meghan's critics certainly believe so. For years, detractors have noted how stories around Markle curiously flip the moment scrutiny intensifies. A negative headline suddenly becomes evidence of systemic bias. A parody skit becomes bullying. A critical essay